Hi, good evening, everyone. We have multiple waves of moisture about to make its way across the DMV. You can see our southern sections already starting to deal with scattered to heavy rain showers at this point. How long does the rain last? And also our weather team tracking a little bit of snow for the higher terrain. We'll look at that forecast coming up.
The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Tonight at 9, cell phone video taken inside that Metro bus. Moments before someone shot 2 young children walking off.
And a slew of hot-button issues on the table as Virginia's General Assembly session gavels in. The fierce debate over abortion restrictions and whether stricter limits could be coming. Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us for DC News Now at 9. I'm Thasmeen Mahfouz.
I'm Chris Flanagan. All new tonight, shocking new video of the fight on board a Metro bus that led to a triple shooting. 2 of the victims, young children. The third, an adult male. It happened Wednesday at 14th and Sheridan Street in Northwest D.C. That's where our Marielle Carbone joins us live tonight. And Marielle, you're learning more about exactly what unfolded.
That's right. Police tell us that a group of men got onto that Metro bus, one of them with a knife, and started a fight, which eventually led to someone pulling a gun and firing shots. But tonight, we are seeing it all firsthand for the first time. This cell phone video taken inside a Metro bus shows the moments before 2 children were shot in Northwest D.C. A fight breaks out on the bus. The group moves off the bus and shots are fired. Bullets hitting a 6-year-old girl and a 9-year-old boy.
It could have been me with my grandkids.
Sakithia Barnes says she takes the 54 route every day with her grandkids. Today, she prayed the whole way.
Yeah, I was scared because, you don't know what might happen on the bus. I was scared, so I told them to stay close to me. I stayed up near the front. So if anything kicked off, I can get out the front door.
Wednesday's shooting comes nearly a week after another child, just 8 years old, was shot in the Brightwood neighborhood.
City under siege, because that's what we going through, city under siege. Our babies are getting killed out here. Somebody got to do something, or they gonna kill all our kids off.
It's heartbreaking. If it doesn't make you, livid, something's wrong.
Jennifer Berglund lives nearby and says violence across the district is a growing problem.
We really need change and meaningful change.
The violence is moving all over the cities. It is concerning.
Andres Gabiria, who's lived in Brightwood for 3 years, wants to see more familiar faces on the police beat.
Well, there used to be a little bit more connection with the police on the bicycles. We knew who they were. We could call them with any concern. That's missing. That changed.
Something. They need to put the polices on the buses again. They can be undercover, uniform, wherever.
And police have made 1 arrest in this case so far. That is actually the adult male shooting victim in this case. His name is Stephen Perdomo, and police say he is the one that got on the bus with the knife. We also have photos of 2 other suspects that police are looking for involved in this shooting. We've got their photos up for you on our website. That is dcnewsnow.com. Reporting live in Brightwood tonight, I'm Marielle Carbone, DC News Now.
All right, breaking now at 9, some sad news to pass along from the world of entertainment. Lisa Marie Presley, the only child of Elvis Presley, has died. It comes after she was hospitalized earlier today. Presley attended the Golden Globes on Tuesday night, on hand to celebrate Austin Butler's award for playing her father in Elvis. She called his performance mind-blowing. During a red carpet interview with Entertainment Tonight, Lisa Marie Presley was 54 years old.
And also just in at 9, a major change in security for schools in Newport News, Virginia. The school board announced tonight that metal detectors are coming to every city public school, starting with Rich Neck. You'll probably remember that's where a 6-year-old student shot a teacher last Friday. The school's superintendent had previously been against permanent metal detectors, but now says that could have prevented the shooting.
Okay, weather-wise, switching gears now, we are showing you a good amount of moisture that is hovering just south of the DMV, well to the south, out towards 66. You can see Richmond right now, severe weather outbreak taking place. So we're really getting lucky compared to a lot of areas this afternoon, well in the deep south that have been dealing with this torrential rain. You can see moderate rain trying to exit towards Fredericksburg into Spotsylvania area, just south of 95 at this this point. So really not in our viewing area in the center of West Virginia. So we're just dealing with light showers at this point. You do have exiting rain from Montgomery County to Prince George's as well, and this will be continuous throughout the rest of the evening. This is how broad this cold front is lingering. You still have a tornado watch. We've had over 25 tornadoes across the Deep South this afternoon, and so really the bulk of this severe weather event has sagged out towards the Carolinas, the Panhandle of Florida, and the Deep South. The northern tip from the Ohio Valley to New York City, really we're getting lucky with just scattered to moderate rain at this point. So high wind warnings, they continue to be in place, a high wind watch in place for Atlanta and areas of Georgia. Look how warm it is out there. This is also the big talker. You have milder air, the interaction with that warmer air and that moisture, potential for a few rumbles of thunder. It's Culpeper, Fredericksburg, Manassas. That's what's, these areas are really on my radar for the rest of the evening tonight. That's where you have potential for some damaging wind gusts. So your hour by hour, not too much going to change. We're going to keep rain in the forecast through midnight, and then we start to dry out. Behind this moisture is a little bit of snow for the Alleghenies, Garrett County, going into tomorrow morning. We'll look at that coming up.
Janessa, thank you. And Virginia lawmakers are back in Richmond, and front and center on their to-do list is abortion access.
Yeah, the governor says parties can come together for a solution, but it doesn't appear likely they will.
And Northern Virginia Bureau reporter Max Marcilla joins us live. And Max, the governor proposed a 15-week abortion ban.
And for many Democrats, they say that's just a non-starter, which is one of the reasons why, with the Democrats in control of the Senate, it appears really likely at this point that the abortion rights and access on the books now will remain throughout the session.
When it comes to unborn children, we can come together.
A call for unity from Governor Glenn Youngkin on an issue that is one of the most divisive in the Commonwealth. After that pitch in his State of the Commonwealth address, reaction came flooding in.
This is not an issue that should be compromised on.
Tarina Keene, the executive director of Repro Rising Virginia, says a 15-week ban is not common ground.
What this bill would actually do is creates a situation that is very dangerous for someone who may be already going through an already heartbreaking situation.
Instead, Keene and her organization wants to begin the process of enshrining abortion access in Virginia's Constitution. But political scientist Stephen Farnsworth says any abortion efforts are unlikely to see success in this divided government during an election year.
With 100 House of Delegate seats and 40 Senate seats up for election in November, these lawmakers are going to put off whatever they possibly can.
This session, I have asked the General Assembly to come together to protect life at 15 weeks, the point when a baby can feel pain.
As for why Youngkin is promoting this legislation, even as it has an unlikely path to passage, Farnsworth says keep your eyes on the future.
Like any governor of Virginia, they can only serve one consecutive term. They're thinking about what might come next. And a very vigorous partisan campaign message can be useful going forward for the governor.
Now, there have been several other bills related to abortion that have already been filed. One of the more talked about ones is a bill that would count a fetus as a person so a driver could go into the HOV lane. Farnsworth says bills like those that really have no shot at passing could still be useful for the Republican who wrote it and put it on the record if they have a primary in their district. Reporting live in Fairfax County, Max Marcilla, DC News Now.
Max, thank you. Meanwhile, Virginia lawmakers are also considering another bill. It's aimed at protecting patients from mounting medical costs. The measure would force hospitals to be more transparent about standard charges. Would also allow patients to receive cost estimates from their visit. The bill passed unanimously in the House. It now heads to the Senate for approval. It is sponsored by Delegate Dan Helmer, who says 1 in 7 Virginians face medical debt.
And tonight, neighbors in the White Oak, Maryland area had a chance to speak directly to their local elected officials about their safety concerns. Now, it comes after multiple murders in the area. Our Cheyenne Corin joins us live. She reports in Montgomery County. And Cheyenne was there listening and speaking with people in the area. And Cheyenne, neighbors are concerned.
Hi, Tasmania. Overall, people just said they safe where they lay their heads at night. Now, I heard from a lot of people, and they were really concerned about a variety of issues. Of course, public safety, but also housing. And a lot of them just want to know what elected officials are doing our community safer. Now, while there hasn't been a general increase in the number of incidents in White Oak, firearm-related violence increased in 2021 and 20% in 2022. Also, carjackings have increased. Councilmember Chris hosted the listening session. She says following the murder.
All right, we're going to go back to Cheyenne in just a little bit, but developing tonight, President Biden facing more fallout over those classified documents. Coming up, the response from the president as the investigation escalates.
Also ahead, 2 hoverboard fires in less than 2 months. How one of the victims is recovering and the warning from firefighters.